Hello beautiful people, my name is Summer and this is Summer's Synergy, and today we're doing the month of September. So what does September have in store for you? So I have 3 piles today and I'm going to be showing them on screen. So the citrine is pile number 1, rose quartz is pile number 2, and the selenite is pile number 3. Just like pause, take a couple deep breaths, kind of decide intuitively what feels best for you and ask yourself, like, what does the month of September have in store for me? Just take your time, there's no rush. And if you feel called to 2 or 3, all of them, that's completely fine. Hello beautiful people who chose this citrine crystal for group number 1. So let's see what your September 2020 has in store for you. So I already pulled some cards. So I pulled the beginning of one of the moon cards and just a little affirmation, and this one's near the end of September. So towards the beginning it says, have faith in your dreams, and the affirmation says, insight and understanding help to increase a difficult time, work towards a calmer and more peaceful state. So I feel as though maybe you've been having trouble having belief in your dreams. Maybe you've been told that they have to be more realistic, or that you have to actually get a real job. And it's like, at the end of the day, if you're loving what you're doing, you'll never really work a day in your life. It'll always be growing you and helping inspire you. Yeah, I definitely feel at the start you're going to be really taking these steps to get to where you want to be and kind of not care about what people think. And I feel as though get clear is what I'm hearing. Get clear on what you want. Don't just waddle along. Kind of get clear on how you want to get there. Like, what steps can you take today to get to where you want to be? And trust that, the end goal will always come. Yeah, you've got this like leadership, like entrepreneurship about you. I feel as though you're in a job right now that you're not really too happy about. Maybe it's making you a bit distressed. Yeah, I feel as though it's making you really disconnected from these childhood dreams that you've had. But I feel as though at the start of September, make those steps to get to where you want to be. Acknowledge that you have this power from within you. And I feel as though, take a step back and just listen. Instead of going, kind of listen and take a step back and hear what spirit is trying to say to you. I like how these jumped out over here. So towards the end of September, it says, don't let your past hold you back. So I feel as though you might be going towards these dreams, and it's okay if things don't go the way you wanted it to go, because I feel as though that's where the blessings happen. When you kind of let go of control and trust that even though it doesn't look like it's that great at the moment, it's going to be such a beautiful outcome. But just react in a way that is trustful rather than frantic and worrying. Not because it doesn't work out in the past doesn't mean it won't work out now. You're always growing and you're always evolving and you're always, knowing yourself more and knowing what you want more. Maybe what you wanted in the past isn't what you wanted now. And going through what you had to go through got you to where you need to be at this very moment. Because all the power is now. So I feel as though at the end of September, you may be getting worked up with not being able to go anywhere. You want to make these steps and you want to be able to go, but I feel as though it's just a time for sitting back and kind of just like taking steps now that you can take, and don't get so worked up about the steps that you can't take. Because I feel as though you want to travel, maybe move, maybe take a big leap, but I definitely feel as though it's not the right time to do that. Even though you're so eager, I feel as though you're so eager to see these seeds that you've planted grow. But I'm hearing mid-September, kind of mid-January just popped up into my head. So maybe during next year, mid-January, it'll be when, these things will start to blossom and grow and actually show. And I feel as though now's the time to kind of plant the seeds. And it isn't that far away when you think about it. We're already in September, like it's crazy, time just flies. But I feel as though now's not the time to kind of make these big steps kind of just figure out, get clear on what you want is what I'm really hearing. Get some more clarity within yourself. I feel as though this could even be a group project. I'm hearing clothing. This could be a clothing shop. This could be a jewelry shop. I'm hearing this could be collabing. This could be possibly you want to be a YouTuber and you want to collab with other people. And you've maybe been deterred in the past of, oh, should I pursue it? Should I go for it? And man, just have so much faith in your dreams, because at the end of the day, all you have is yourself. All you have is yourself, and there's 7 billion people in the world, and there's going to be people who are going to love what you're going to do, and at the end of the day, you got to love what you got to do, because you're doing it. Yeah, I feel as though you don't think that people are going to be looking up to what you are doing, and I feel as though if people aren't going to accept you for what you're going to do, you don't want those people in your life anyway. You're going to be attracting the people in your life who are meant to be there in the first place. One more card, Spirit. Any last messages? Group number 1 for September 2020. I'm hearing, don't let your financial state now affect how you take action. Meaning, work, all because you don't have the resources at this very moment to get to where you want to be. What resources do you have to get to where you want to be? What little step can you get there? Can you buy a tripod? Can you buy something small that makes those little steps to get to where you want to be? I feel as though in the past you're letting this past hold you back of, but I don't have enough, and you have to grow internally to grow externally as well. Or else history in the past will keep repeating itself if we keep holding on to that. That is very powerful and very beautiful. And the back of the deck energy was the Ace of Pentacles. So a new venture, a new material success, a new material adventure. I feel as though this is very blossoming for you. There's a lot of wands and there's a lot of pentacles. So I feel as though it's a new direction of financial success this September, but I definitely feel as though it's planting the seeds to get there. So I also like to pull a card from this spirit animal deck. I like to read just one little message, but obviously if you don't feel like watching that, it's completely fine, and thank you for watching. Let me know if it resonated, and have such a beautiful September 2020. But if you're still going to be here, hi, what's up? Let's get your little spirit animal. Spirit, one card, September 2020 for group 1. Raven, such a beautiful card. Raven, wise woman, a change is coming. Wow, that is absolutely beautiful. That is so stunning. Okay, let's see what this one's saying. Wow, that is so beautiful. A change is coming, and I feel as though it's a change internally from realizing that you can do really whatever you like with this life, and you can change in each and every moment. And I feel as though you're finally letting go of the past this September. Yeah, I feel like such a warm energy. I feel like you could be a fire sign or an air sign, possibly. I don't know, I just feel like such a warmth to you. So a raven. It says, the raven brings magic and rebirth, teaching us there is more to this world than what our physical eyes see. She will hold your hand while facing the deeper shadows of your soul and support you while you soar high. So approaching these shadow aspects of ourselves that we may be afraid to face, and I feel as though through facing them, it'll just rebirth us. It'll create this acceptance within ourselves. Yeah, so there's a triple moon goddess symbol. She represents wise grandmother energy. So this could be like a grandmother who has possibly passed in your family that's connecting with you now, as well as the end of a cycle. She is your guide now through any transitions and changes. Lilith, the goddess of the night, moves and works through the raven. So basically there's shadows within you that need to be accepted, acknowledged, and healed through. I want you to remember that feeling is healing, and that when we start to feel upset or angry or frustrated or resentment or any sort of feelings that we kind of tend to push away or act out on, kind of sit with yourself and feel them. And it may be uncomfortable, these angers and things, but it heals it. It really heals it. And emotions are like waves. If we choose to ignore them, we just block them in our system. So you always have to ride them out and ask yourself, what can it teach me? What can this emotion teach me? Such a beautiful reading, guys. Stay patient, stay present, and you've got this. And I love you so very much, and have such a beautiful September. Hi! So you chose this, group number 2, this beautiful little rose quartz. So let's get into your reading. What does September 2020 have in store for you? So what I did with the other groups was, like there's more. The first group is this side is the start of your 2020, September 2020, and this is the end. So your little affirmation card says, you are clinging too tightly to things. Let go a little and allow the energies to flow. And then the start says, you're very close to achieving your goal. Your hard work is paying off, and the end is bring love into the situation. So we'll start, so that's a lot. So you were clinging onto things too tightly. I feel as though you're very close to achieving this goal, and you have been working hard towards something. And I generally do feel that September 2020, whatever you've been working on, it's gonna pay off, but you just have to let go of how you feel as though things should happen. You have to let go of things that possibly just aren't meant to be there anymore. Maybe you're clinging on to an aspect of this thing, let's think of it as cooking. We're cooking something, and you have to let go of a recipe. You have to let go of that little ingredient to make just this beautiful cake. This cake isn't working out because you keep clinging on to these ingredients that aren't necessary for it. So in order for it to flow and actually like achieve this goal, sometimes we have to release things that we think we need, but we really don't need them. So I feel as though maybe you're wanting this change really quickly. Maybe the letting go of things is letting go of letting go of not being as patient. I feel as though patience is needed. I feel as though you're wanting it this, and it's like, whoa, it's alright, okay? Like, you're gonna get there. There's just, time is relative, alright? And it, as long as you get to where you want to be, doesn't matter how long it takes. Like, you're gonna be able to get there. Just enjoy the process is what I'm hearing. Enjoy the process of this learning and unraveling of yourself. And I'm hearing the biggest thing is patience. And I want you to know you cannot go around and try and cut corners and stuff like that. If you want your goal to be as fulfilling and as juicy and as delicious, you want this cake to be good. You don't want to be cooking it for 20 minutes, all right? You want to be cooking it for the whole, how long do cakes cook for? The whole 45 minutes. Like, you want to be enjoying this time. And I'm hearing there's a lot of force going on with your goal. I'm hearing maybe you're focusing so much on it that it's putting so much pressure on it that it's like a balloon. Like, focus on self-care, focus on loving things and trusting that the process is going to happen. Yeah, focus on a different way of looking at it as well. I feel as though there's maybe aspects that may be upsetting you at the start of September about what you're striving towards. Maybe there's things that may be upsetting you, and I'm hearing try and look at it from their perspective, or try and look at it from another perspective. And with bring love into the situation for the end of it, it's like, no matter what way it goes, always think of it with love, because how you react is what you're going to attract. With the law of attraction, you always want to be reacting from your highest place. You want to be reacting in a way that you'll be proud of. I feel as though I'm hearing there may be some conflict, possibly, between you and someone that you love dearly. And I feel as though it may be their judgment upon you, upon what you're doing. I'm hearing family member. There may be judgment on how you go about your life and how you act upon things. And I want you to find this strength within you to not react the way you used to, and to not just get all upset and all emotional, and kind of just hold it within you and understand that you're doing what is best for yourself. Like, you have this beauty and strength, like you're this beautiful Empress energy. She doesn't let nobody take her down. It's not even about taking down, because she knows that there's no competition. She knows that there is no battle. The battle is just within the people who are trying to chase the win. It's just an ego battle, and you know that you can see through that. And I want you to understand that these people that may be not liking what you're doing, or how you're acting, or how you're going about things, or all that jazz, they do love you dearly and they do care about you dearly, but sometimes people can get so wrapped up in their own perception that they forget about your feelings and forget about all that, and they forget about how it would affect you. And I feel as though bring love into the situation is talking to them in a way where it'll help them see it, helping them see a different perspective. I feel as though you're a very open person, like you're very loving and caring towards what people do, and I feel as though you're very sensitive to when people don't do the same for you. But just be gentle to the people who are projecting as well. These people are projecting old hurts onto you, projecting their insecurities, and you just have to see it from that perspective and understand that this is your life and you can do whatever you want with this life. I hope that made sense. You're a very beautiful person. Alright, let's see if there's any last minute messages, Spirit. Oh, there's going to be like a nice little celebration during September, possibly a birthday. Yeah, I feel as though there's like a birthday or a celebration or a party where you and your friends are going to be coming together, or there's going to be a little achievement, a little big one. You're just going to be like celebrating something. Maybe your friend's done something, but I feel as though there's this coming together feeling. And I feel as though there's this new knowledge feeling as well, kind of leveling up, reading or hearing about something that leads you down a different path. So I'm hearing, if during September you hear something that sparks your interest, that you've never thought about before in your life, and it kind of sparks your interest, read more into it, look more into it. It could lead you down a whole alleyway of just insights to downloads to all that good stuff. I hope this was helpful, guys, for your September. It's a very, very beautiful one. Very nice. Just kind of staying patient and staying calm when things don't really seem to be looking as though it's going the way that you would like it to go. Releasing this control, releasing this force, and kind of just stop focusing on it so much and kind of just let it do its thing, because it's going to work out. Also, I'm going to be pulling a spirit animal card for you, and if you're not interested in that, it's completely fine, because I'll be reading it from the book. But if you are, hello, let's get into this. That's a lot. Ooh, hello. All right. So you have Panther, protection. Consider who you allow to take your energy and who you give it away to freely. Like I was saying, don't let these people who are just projecting their insecurities affect the way you feel about yourself and you feel about your goals. Choose who you give your energy to wisely. You are this Empress energy. Also, you might be seeing 333 a lot, or 33 or 3, I feel. So watch out for numbers like that. But I feel as though this is all about like projecting your energy and choosing wisely, who you want to give it to and who you want to talk to or put it into, in a sense. Like, you don't want to be going about just draining yourself. You want to be with people who uplift you as well as you uplift them. So, the Panther speaks of protecting your energy and re-establishing boundaries. Ask yourself, who are you allowing to take your energy, and who do you give it to away freely? How can you rebalance this? So I feel as though, there could be this imbalance of you feel drained and you don't know why. Like, be careful of who you hang out with, where you feel blah afterwards. And ask yourself why, and re-establish boundaries where they're not overstepping it. Because that's self-care. That's self-care. Making sure there's boundaries in place so people don't step over it. Also, be aware of the energies that you sense being drawn to you. Are you letting an energy that you shouldn't? So if you're really into crystals, you could carry around a protection crystal with you, like shungite or any of the black crystals. They're very protection and very like protecting orientated. But generally I feel as though what are you attracting into your life that you don't want there anymore? They're habits, routines, daily things that just you don't feel like anymore. Do you wake up and just go on your phone and then afterwards you just feel blah? Kind of re-establish boundaries within yourself and around others. Thank you guys for listening and for being here and for just taking this time for yourself, and I hope you have a very beautiful September, and I'm sending you so much love and thank you. Hi group 3, so you chose this beautiful little selenite crystal, and let's see what September 2020 has in store for you. So I pull a little affirmation card, and then I also like to do, this is the start of your September 2020 and this is the end. So your affirmation card says, now is a time of withdrawal and contemplation. Build your strength and do not seek distraction. I'm hearing phone. And it says, for this quiet time is needed to create order in your life. I feel as though you're a very creative person, and what you're wanting is this creative endeavor, this creative momentum, because the end card says you're very close to achieving your goal, and the start says adjustments are required, and it also says a new romantic cycle begins. So let's start with the beginning. So the beginning is adjustments are required. So definitely adjust the way you spend your time, adjust the way you seek pleasure and satisfaction, and how you seek happiness, because with phones and with technology it can be this quick draw of dopamine. It can become such an addiction when we're just scrolling, and I definitely feel as though whatever you're kind of addicted to, where you just keep going to it for this fulfillment, but it's just not really providing you with like soul fulfillment. It's just kind of just there, and you just do it, and then you're just like, oh, I don't know why I did that. Like, I feel as though this time now is to just kind of, what do you want to do with your life, and how do you want to do it? Because these distractions are just going to continue to make us disappointed with ourselves. We can get upset because we have these big goals and we have these big dreams, but we tend to get distracted and just get caught up, and then time just flies. So I feel as though adjust the way you spend your time, adjust the way you put your energy into, like the way, okay, listen, hear me out. So our eyes, they're our focus of energy. So if we're spending our time looking at things that are just making us upset, making us squirm, making us, you know, just providing that quick hit, like it could be movies, horror movies, it could be, you know, all those things that are just kind of fogging our mind up with things that we just don't want it to do. Like, clear your timeline of things that are just having you compare yourselves, having that triggering that insecurity, you know, things like that. Kind of fill your surroundings with things that are going to encourage, uplift you and grow you, and kind of bring this like confidence energy that you always have within yourself. And I feel as though once you start adjusting that, you're going to create this point of attraction, because you're going to start loving yourself more, and it's gonna bring this new romantic cycle. There is someone coming for you. Making those adjustments within yourself and having you love yourself more, even if it's just little steps. This isn't like an overnight thing where you're just like, wow, I wake up and I'm in love with myself. It's like, wow, I wake up and I actually don't mind the way I look today. Like, that is better than what it was before, and you have to focus on each moment as a new moment of this loving yourself, of this self-love. And I feel as though when you have love for yourself, you're going to attract the people that you want in your life, because you're not going to attract people like a romantic cycle that is just you're gonna rely on them for that self-love. You want to feel whole and then have two wholes come together, so there's no reliance. And I definitely feel as though there is definitely someone coming in. Whoa, oh, this is cute. And this could be like something really beautiful, like a family. if you are already in a relationship, this could be like spicing things up. You guys could be starting a family. Wow, this is super nice. I feel as though maybe in the relationship that you're in, maybe things have been feeling a bit not how they used to be, and I feel as though there's things that are just gonna be spicing it up, because when you're not feeling 100% within yourself, you can't give 100% to other people, because there's always gonna be something off. So once you start giving 100% to yourself, it's going to reflect back, and it's just going to create this new spice within your relationship. So I feel as though you could be pregnant, you could be starting a family, you could be going away with your boyfriend, or you could be meeting boyfriend or girlfriend, or you could be meeting, you know, someone very soon in the start of September, which is super exciting. Very, very exciting for you guys. Yeah, you're kind of like building this new thought loop, these thought patterns. Instead of being like glass half full, you're becoming, being half empty, you're becoming glass half full. So it's like you're switching this momentum, and it's a new beginning, it's a new momentum that you're building up, because sometimes people can get so used to the old momentum. So towards the end of September, I feel as though strength, you're going to provide. It's so cool, the strength card came out as it says, build your strength. So definitely kind of take this time away from just things that just aren't really needed. Like, you don't need to be looking at social media all the time. You don't need to be focusing on what other people are doing. Start focusing on yourself. And the Hermit card came out. So yeah, definitely contemplation, meditation, you know, figure out what's been hurting you and what's, you know, why are things hurting you like that. Kind of figure out your own feelings. Because I feel as though you're very close to achieving whatever you're achieving. You just need that extra bit of strength and extra bit of boost, and it's okay to ask for that. It's okay to be like, hey, like, I need some help. I need this strength. Ask out loud. Ask a close friend. It's okay. Like, the help is always there. Always, always there. It doesn't have to be in human physical form. If you believe in spirit, there's always that that hand that will always be there. So meditation, asking in your dreams before you sleep, be like, hey, any messages to come through in my dreams? Like, I just would love for someone to, you know, provide me strength or messages. And beautiful. 8 of Cups and 6 of Swords. So the 8 of Cups, like walking away from this old hurt. I'm hearing trauma, possibly when you were younger. Walking away from that. I'm getting tingles, like walking away from something that's hurt you. Wow. And then the 6 of Swords is building this new life for yourself, going onto this new island and kind of not looking back, always looking forward. Because there's this imbalance of thinking that you don't deserve these things that you deserve. You deserve so much. Like, you deserve the things that you don't think you deserve. Wow. Wow. It's so beautiful. Like, it's such a beautiful, like, ending, because these two that just came out, they're both looking forward. They're not looking back at what's there. They're looking forward to strive towards this next step. And you are so strong, and I feel like you've been through so much. Wow. Any last messages, Spirit? Any last messages? Whoop, whoop, whoop. So much energy. Slow it down, I'm hearing. There's no need to go so fast. I feel as though this journey that you're going on, you know, it's about acknowledging those little steps that are just kind of like, whoa, like, nothing is ever too small. If you wake up one day and you feel better than you did yesterday, that's an achievement, and you should feel better. You should feel happy with yourself, and you should feel proud of yourself. I want you to understand that this process isn't, you know, an overnight thing. It's just taking steps each day. You deserve the world. You deserve all these things that you desire and that you want in your life. Just slow it down is what I'm hearing. This is my main last message. Slow it down, take some breaths. Like, it's alright, okay? It's alright. You're gonna get there. You're gonna get there. So, I like to pull a spirit animal deck towards the end. So if you're interested in that, come along if you want. Thank you so much for listening, and I hope this resonated. So, ooh. Spirit, universe messages for September 2020. September 2020. Oh, hello, honeybee, honeybee. Let's see. Honeybee, divine feminine, you are being called on to rise. You're being called on to your power. You're being called on to recognize this beauty within yourself. You're being called on to enjoy the sweetness that this life is offering you, that you're offering yourself, really. Honeybees are so beautiful. They just enjoy the little nectar that life is offering. And they live simply and they live small, you know. They just enjoy what's in front of them. Don't get upset when, you know, maybe they don't get the flower with the sap, but they understand that maybe the next one does. So this is about divine feminine. So there's this within factor, this soul yearning factor, this taking care of ourselves factor. Keep using your masculine of go, 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 you won't have any more fuel. It's like a car, you can't keep going if there's no fuel within. So the honeybee moves from flower to flower, passing on its healing messages. A messenger of the plant world, leaving trails of light where it flies. So leaving this light, leaving this, you know, meeting people. I feel as though you're this light to people. So when you meet people and you go around, you just leave this good warming feeling in their hearts. You're very shining to this world. So if you pull this card, you're asked to look at all the ways you let the light into yourself, your heart, and your space. Shine a light on all that you see. Sending healing light is powerful and can be done by simply holding the person or place you want to heal in pure light. So I feel as though you can heal yourself just by intentionally doing that. Maybe intentionally healing these things. Instead of being like, why is this happening to me? Why did that happen to me? I wish I went this way. Kind of be like, I'm glad this happened. Seeing the light in what we have said to be darkness. Understanding that you are the person you are today, because those things don't define you, but they've built strength within you. You don't want to let them tear you down. Yeah. The great wave of light that comes to each from 2020 onwards brings strength, embodiment, alignment, and empowerment. So I want you to look each day in the eye and focus on the beautiful sun shining and a little baby smiling and a butterfly flying and just the sounds of the birds, just all these little things that just make you feel warm inside. Kind of sit with that goodness and breathe it in and take it in, and you know, making space to feel good when usually in those moments we would feel heavy. So intentionally creating space to want to feel better. Thank you so much for sharing space with me. I felt like I really resonated with this group a lot. So, you know, you're never alone. And yeah, I love you so very much, and have such a beautiful September.